Hello, I'm Scott Moore. In this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. For the most part, we've been looking for information just for its own sake. In this video, we're going to use some different tools that help you learn about companies. Learn about the companies behind the websites, learn about traffic going to the websites, how popular they are, what other sites are they related to, who are their customers, who is it that actually goes and uses these websites that you're interested in. So we're going to look at 4 different tools for doing this. Google Trends will be the first one. Shocking that Google would be involved in something like this. Quantcast, Alexa, and Crunchbase. These are all companies that help someone generally. It's for the business that they're in is to help you understand your website better, assuming that you're running the website. They're trying to sell you their services. Sort of as an aside, they're letting all of us see this information too. So that's what we're going to take advantage of in this video. So I'm going to go through some quick examples with each of these 4 and show you the general kinds of stuff that they have for you, and then you'll get an opportunity a little bit later to work with this stuff on your own. So let's get going. So the first one we're going to look at is Google Trends. So here I've entered in 4 different websites: UMich, Michigan State, Florida State, MIT. And this tracks traffic, daily unique visitors. That's not traffic, and that's not page views. That's daily unique visitors. Over time, look how correlated these are. Quite surprising. There's one little blip here for Michigan State, but I don't know why. So then down here, it has information about where did the visitors to the site come from, and there's different bars for each of these different 4 sites, and then other sites that, this is ranked by umich.edu. So these are the top 10 other sites that people who went to Google, did a search, and then went to umich.edu. Then these are other sites that the other top sites that they went to. These people also searched for these other terms. Now, I'm going to change this to Florida State, and so this is going to change. So now this is different set, different regions ranked differently. Now these will be the other sites that people who searched for the top other 10 other sites that people who searched for fsu.edu and then went to it also searched for. They also searched for this. They also visited this. So that's what Google Trends can do for you. We all think that hey, those are pretty good numbers, and then we also know that MySpace is dead, right? So then you add myspace.com to this. Okay, so this is myspace.com, and all the others are now just flatlines. They're just nothing. So certainly MySpace used to be big back here in January 2009, and it's been pretty flat here since mid-late 2011, but they're still at the 2.5 to 3 million daily unique visitors. So not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. So if we change this to that, now we're going to get completely different. So now you see different sites that they also visit and different sites that they also search for. All right, so that's one major use of Google Trends. Another is to follow relative search popularity. So here I entered edX, Coursera, and Udacity, 3 open online education sites. So here you can see edX has quite the quite the history. So there's the blue, the red, and the yellow. And you say, well, this is sort of confusing in here, so let's make this for the last 12 months. And now we get better able to distinguish these lines. Coursera has really taken off, you can see here. edX has gone up, but not nearly as much. And just like Google News and other sites, you can see different news headlines that correlate with different times on this curve. And so you can also go down here and you'll find, all right, so this is ranked by edX. You can change this to say Coursera and get different rankings. So these are the top 10 regions for those searches. Notice how popular it is overseas, right? Here from the United States, so it would be overseas. So cities of popularity, languages of popularity. So that's Google Trends. And now Quantcast. This company is also a service that they set up for you to help you understand your customers better. They also provide estimates for other companies that they aren't partners with, and we'll take a look at both of those, and you'll see that they provide a lot more information for the ones that they're partners with. So here, this is again looking for information on MySpace, and this is their estimate of traffic at their at this site over time. And you can see it's bottomed out and it's coming back up here a little bit. This is from here at the beginning, August 31st through July 30th, so the last year. Then it gives demographics of the people who go to their site relative to standard average internet traffic. So you can see here that their traffic is predominantly young, under 18 and 18 to 24, so they're way high on those, and they're low. They get lower the older you get. And remember, this is relative to the average internet, so that's the line right down here. On average, they have their visitors have more kids. They are just slightly skewed towards 0 to 50K in earnings, just slightly. Otherwise, they're pretty average site. A little bit heavier on no college, and then pretty heavy on Hispanic and African American traffic. You can also find out what the people who go there also like compared to the average. Okay, so that's for MySpace. Now, Wikidot apparently, it looks like, is a partner of theirs, and they provide a bunch more information. So it's the almost 2,800th most popular U.S. site. Then they have information here for different regions, and it shows across here. More detailed statistics, page views, visits, people. Those are all different ways to measure who comes to your site. And again, you get information about the demographics of the people who go to their site, what they also like, the mix of different kinds of users of the site measured by their intensity of usage. So there's addicts of their site, which make up less than 1% of their users, but it makes up 13% of their visits. So there's a small number of people who go to their site a lot, and they make up a lot of their traffic. And then there's regulars and then passers-by. And they then look at it, okay, so this is global and this is United States. Traffic, whether it's from the web or online computers. So a lot of detailed information. You're not always going to find perfect correlation between these different sites, so don't look for that. Just think of it as different ways to sort of come at the same underlying information, and you'll get close estimates, and something will be there to point you in the right direction. Now, Alexa. Alexa provides both information about search terms and information about companies. So here I'm going to start with mobile phone, hit enter, and it gives you sort of results related to mobile phone, but this isn't what we're interested in. So you can say search analytics, and these are basically where they go when they've entered mobile phone at search sites. Where do they end up? Well, look at this. They end up at Wikipedia. We've seen that over and over and over again. And then it'll explain it's basically how much time they're going to spend at the site once they go there after entering this search term. And then there's more information here about on these sites where they end up after entering that search term. Okay, so you can use Alexa to find out information about search terms and the destination of users who enter those search terms. You can also find information about sites on the internet. So here, DuckDuckGo, and there's information here about it, and you can click on it and get information about that site. And you scroll down, and okay, so it tells you traffic rank in the US, reputation, whatever that means, and it explains it right here. And then they have just lots of data. So historical data for reach, page views for users, time on site, then search analytics compared to the queries. How did it get there? How did people get there? What's the audience? Again, this is different measures of the kinds of people who end up using that site, contact information. They're pointing you to another company, reviews of the site, related links, clickstream. So other sites that they went to before or after using DuckDuckGo. So this traffic stats and search analytics are the ones, and audience are the ones that I really end up using a lot when I'm trying to find information out about a company. And a bigger company. So ESPN.com, get details. So this is the 80th ranked in the U.S., globally, and then 17th ranked in the U.S. Get details, and here they're going to have bigger numbers here, right? And again, all the same kind of information related to ESPN.com. Finally, Crunchbase. Crunchbase is where you want to go when you want to find out information about a company, okay, about a website. So this isn't about traffic so much as it is tell me about the company. So Bleco.com, this comes up, and it tells me about the site, the people involved with the site, funding for the site, and then here's just information about what it does here in the middle. A lot of information about where their money came from, things like that. And down here at the bottom, information about visitors, but this isn't where I go to find out that kind of information. Generally, this is when I want to know about the company. Groupon, I did the same thing, and here there's a whole bunch of information about who's in back of supporting and working for Groupon, and just you can see all this information about them. Stock isn't doing so well here. It's down to less than $5. There's some very unhappy people. Lots of sources of information. So when you're looking for information about a company, about the investors, about the boards of directors, things like that, this is where you go. Real nice site. So that's it. 4 different websites to help you learn about companies and relative popularity, and whether they're getting more popular or less popular, more traffic, less traffic. Where's the traffic coming from? So this just helps you understand just who it is that you're going to when you go to a website. Who put these websites up? Who made this information available? No matter where you're looking on the internet. Use these tools. Enjoy. Until next time.